everyone, and welcome to the Good Woo, and happy Mother's Day to everyone, not just the mothers. Because what this video is about is the internal divine mother within each of us. So if you've watched my videos, if you're a client, or if you've joined us for the live meditations, you know that the work I do is really about getting to know these internal parts of ourselves, having a relationship with the archetypes within, which then improves our outside world, because our outside world is a reflection of what is actually going on internally. So Mother's Day is a gorgeous day, right? But for so many people, it can become quite difficult. If you didn't have a good relationship with your mother, or if your mother has passed on, this can be a day of a lot of grief and sadness, maybe anger, even fear. So once we get past the connection we had with our physical mother, and we move into what is this greater archetype, right? Well, the first place I was taught to go was the earth itself. The earth itself being the energy of mother of all that is on it. So Gaia, which is another word we call the earth, the energy of earth, called Gaia, the soul, her spirit, and it has many other names, but let's stick with Gaia for this video. She is the mother of the animals, the plants, the humans that are on her, that she allows to exist through her nourishment energetically and physically. And today, if you are having a hard time with what Mother's Day represents, this is a beautiful time to really spend a moment of meditation connecting to the energy of this planet, which has supplied all of your needs, right? It all comes from her in the end. The next step in this process, when we are wanting to embrace this divine mother archetype within each human being, is to go into this meditative state that I've been teaching in the live meditations, where we enter into our sacred heart center. I envision the heart center as like a green, emerald green bubble of crystalline light. And within that space is a door. And you go into that door. You allow the door to open, or you open it yourself. And as you go in this space, it fills in very much like a video game. And a lot of people experience like the wonder of nature within this space, this sacred space. Buildings form, whether it's pyramids or temples or caves or churches. Mine, instantly, there was teepees and sacred circles of monoliths and megaliths. It's going to be as individual as your thumbprint. And indeed, it is a sacred space because it's showing you the matrix, so to speak, of your internal world. And nothing can harm you in this space, because as you enter the heart center, you're literally entering a dimension of love, of unconditional love and protection. So when we go into that space, we can, with our intention, because that's all it takes, meet this divine mother archetype within. And I encourage all of you today to do this process, because as we get to know the mother inside of us, and this goes for the father inside of us too, but today it's about the mother inside of us, we will learn what we need to do to feel more safe, more secure, and more nurtured in our life in general. This is the key to this, hot word right now, this trendy word of self-care and self-love, is getting to know what our internal mother has to say about our daily life and our spiritual practice and what we eat and how we're sleeping. So when you go into this meditative space, into this heart center, sacred space within you, and your intention is to, in this session, to meet the internal mother within you, she will manifest and you will see her. Now, it can represent in any way that's going to be most digestible and assimilatable for you. So Maybe it's the Betty Crocker image, right? Or maybe it represents as a bear, or maybe it represents as your physical mother in this lifetime. Whatever it is, it has information for you. So be open to it. And ask this divine mother within, the mother archetype within you, what you can do to be more aligned with your highest health, with your happiness, with your joy. What can you do to be more fully in your purpose and on your highest vibrational path? And this will manifest as you can sometimes hear these archetypes speaking to us. I know a lot of clients, and how I was taught this, we can sort of call it telepathy, but it is these energies speaking to you to help. So be open to the help, right? Be open to receive, because we all need help. We can't do it alone, right? When you get the information, if it comes in symbols, be sure to write them down and acknowledge in the weeks to come how these symbols manifest and what do the symbols mean to you. It's so important in this time, as we are given this space to rethink and realign with our values and what we really want, that we are open to new modes and new modalities of retrieving that information. A lot of the old ways are no longer working, and it's time to find new ways of connecting with health and joy and prosperity and abundance. Which this leads me to another question that you can ask today, which is, how can I increase my abundance? How can I align with prosperity consciousness? And what do I need to let go around security, resources, right? And finances and money? What do I need to let go of so that I can really truly feel protected, safe, secure, and trusting that all of my needs are going to be met? In our developmental stages, the mother is really where we find our hearts, right? Through her and our early life, her influence on it is how we connect with the truest parts of ourselves. And as we get older, then the father archetype takes us to the adventure, the ideas and templates of how we then pursue our purpose in the world. But the mother is so much about finding our love that is going to, as we move away from her and individuation, propel our own sense of well-being, security, joy, connectedness, and trust. So no matter how we were raised, right, so much of it is not our fault. But when we come of age, it is indeed our responsibility to heal what happened to us that could have been detrimental and traumatic, but also to reparent ourselves and give to ourselves what we didn't receive. That is our responsibility. For a long time, I used the excuse of I didn't get this, this happened to me, that happened to me, to stop me from taking responsibility for my own happiness and my own well-being. So I want to encourage you guys today, on this day that we call Mother's Day, to really seek within, who is this mother inside of you? And what does she have to say today to help you in the coming weeks align with what you truly value and what you truly want in your life, and to manifest where you truly want to be? We have this week coming many planets going retrograde, and I'll be sharing that on the weekly woo, but really the focus is going to be on reevaluating what we value. Do you value peace? Do you value love? Do you value health? Do you value community? Do you value monetary success? Do you value career success? And how do you align all of these things together in a way that's going to help you feel like you are truly aligned with integrity, and in a way that's going to allow you to be able to communicate and create the new connections that are going to help you get there? And that's what this summer is really going to be about for us, is as we embark on the shelter in place being lifted, we are going to have to reestablish all of our connections and reestablish all of our goals, right? And find new ways of going after them that will help us feel more connected to this heart center, to this place in our hearts that we may call mother. So thank you so much for viewing, everyone. I hope you have a blessed Mother's Day, and stay tuned for the weekly woo on the channel as well. If you would like help processing the past and aligning with your highest vibrational path for the future, please reach out to me. If you go to thegoodwoo.org, there is a services menu right at the go when you see the website. You can also email me at info@thegoodwoo.org, and I will help you with the sliding scale. If you know of people who could use this message, who have eyes to hear and ears to see, please send this to them today as a gift. That's what this is about, right? Sharing the knowledge, sharing the message so that it spreads for everyone, because all of this information, right, we all have access to it. It's just about opening ourselves to receive it. Thank you so much, everyone.